Hi, I'm Cheryl Ward, and I graduated from Asbury Seminary in 1987.
I'm Joe Ward from Bedford, Pennsylvania, and I graduated in 1990.
Well, we found out about the Renewal Retreats. I think we're just sort of looking on the seminary website one day and saw this. It came up, and it's like, wow, like they do this? What a cool thing to be able to come back to the seminary and refresh. And we had gone through a season this past summer that was just really, really difficult. Joe's health was declining rapidly. He was in the hospital 6 times and then finally had open heart surgery, and we almost lost him. And it was just a real stressful time for us. Put a lot of stress on our churches, on our family, just a lot of stress all around. And we were talking about, like, okay, we need to do something here. What can we do? And we just kind of looked at each other and said, we need to go home. And home is Asbury, and we need to go home and just spend a little bit of time at home. And when we contacted the alumni office, everyone was very gracious about helping us work it out, given our circumstances, that we were able to do that. Oh my goodness. Well, I was very much looking forward to going to chapel. Estes Chapel is my spiritual home, my spiritual grounding place, and loved chapel in seminary. That was like the highlight of seminary. But coming down, while we were driving down, we were listening to Sirius XM, the message on the radio, and Holy Forever came on, which is my absolute favorite Christian song. And I was thinking, it would be so nice to sing Holy Forever in Estes Chapel. But I doubt they even sing this song. But boy, it would be nice. And wouldn't you know, in chapel yesterday, we sang Holy Forever. And that was just such a cool thing. It was like, okay, the Lord heard me. Yeah, the Lord knew my heart. And that was such an amazing experience to do that. It was really special going to the new alumni center. Sitting there at the Alumni Center and listening to a clip of Jerry Mercer preaching. It just rattled me to the core, but in a very good way. I heard a clip of a sermon that I remember hearing in chapel so many years ago. And when he was talking about, when life gets difficult and when the enemy, is coming after you, and what do you do? You need to have the mind of Christ. And I remember that and thinking as a student, this doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, after a number of years in ministry, it made a great deal of sense. How, you can just be going along in ministry and all of a sudden something just starts going wrong that's not of your making, but the enemy gets in there and tries to mess up what's going well. And just being reminded, this isn't unusual. You should expect this. This is what happens in ministry, and this is how you deal with it. It was like, wow. It's like Jerry Mercer, from the glories of heaven, was still teaching. The wall is amazing. The wall with all those names on by class, that lists all the graduates by their graduating class, just like the Vietnam wall. And I looked at it. I spent time just looking at the whole wall, and then I went down to my own graduating class. And just like I've seen clips of veterans going to the wall in Washington, D.C. and putting their hand on the wall, I put my hand on my graduating class and just started praying for them, for individual names of people that were close to me, and then just the whole class. Just wow, at one point in time, the names on this wall, we were all here together, sorting out our calls together and trying to figure out the will of God for our lives together. And now, we're all scattered doing the Lord's work, but here we are all together again in this spot on the wall. And just being able to pray for them and their ministries and and just remember some that aren't with us anymore, and it just really an amazing experience. I'm Cheryl Ward, Asbury for Life.